war number 8, and I believe only the third war of these 8 so far that Silk has been unbanned. It's crazy, man. Like, I've seen her in, like, I've seen some YouTubers, like, play Silk, like, back-to-back wars constantly, and I've only been able to have access to her for 3 of the 8 wars. It's just weird how some alliances do different bans than some alliances further up at the top and stuff, but either way, I'm definitely glad to have her for this one, because I have 5 Silk fights this war, and all 5 of them I'm really happy with. Like, they all went extremely well, especially the 2 at the end. I have some 2 really good looking mini-bosses, but we'll start out here in Path 1, and we're fighting Morbius here. Morbius is really easy to fight, honestly. The only thing you have to worry about is his glide, which I think I get caught on like twice, and every time I knew it was coming. It's just like I accidentally took too long to dash back, or it was dropped inputs, I don't know. But either way, the bleed from that glide did give me a lot of willpower healing, so it made it pretty much irrelevant. And yeah, that Morbius died in just one SP1, one SP2, so really easy. I could have done SP3 rotation and just avoided that SP1, or even maybe an SP1, SP2 would have been enough, but either way, it didn't matter. And next up, we have this Wiccan here. He has Masochism, and it's just really easy. The only thing I do need to worry about is making sure that my stun is never going to get consumed by Masochism, which most of the time it won't, just because of how often we're triggering it. And just because of the amount of debuffs we have for Despair and the fact that Wiccan is an absolute noodle, that, yeah, we just destroy him just like that. No damage taken for that Wiccan. So, that's Path 1 done, and I believe I'm going to Path 1 again. I can't remember. Yeah. Wait, am I? Yes, I am. Okay. So, Mysterio here. Mysterio is tricky, and this isn't like a match you'd want to really take with Silk in like Battlegrounds or something, but being Alliance War, where I have a bunch of boosts, I feel more confident taking this fight. And it is a rank 2 Mysterio. It is kind of scary, but my game plan in this fight was just to try to push him to SP2 only, and just slow play it. Like, that's the only thing I really can do. His power drain and miss are going to be really annoying to make me have to just chill for a little bit, but if I just slow play, it's going to be a safe fight. It's going to be a fight that I definitely won't time out against. It's just going to take a little bit. Right there, I went for an intercept, and it was a safe intercept because I had the evade, so if he threw his SP1, it wouldn't have mattered. And we got the relic, we got the fury from that, then we got another fury from the heavy attack. And yeah, he's almost dead already. Like, I know I was talking about how I was going to have to slow play this fight, but Silk's damage is just so cracked anyway that I barely had to slow play that much. And yeah, that was less than a minute for that Mysterio. So, rank 5 Silk versus rank 2 Mysterio with some war boosts is still cracked. And, alright, next up we have Gorr here, and this is a weird fight, because I was assigned Chavez for this, and I'm not entirely sure why, when I had Tigra on the table who would have done this fight in like 20 seconds. And I'm not sure if it was as Chavez could be like a backup for a different fight that we were concerned about or what, but I definitely would have preferred Tigra for this fight just because of the way the healing is. But it's not that big a deal. I'm still going to solo this fight. I did speed it up because it's like a minute and a half, and it is kind of long and boring at times. And it's nothing too impressive. It's just Chavez doing Chavez things, just trying never to block, and just outpace his regen as well as I can. At some points I did get scared because of maybe the regen being too much, but it ended up being just fine. It wasn't that big a deal. He's down to 27% now, and I'm pretty sure the next SP2 does the job. Chavez just hits really hard, so she can even outpace that regen if you give her enough time. And yeah, this SP2 is definitely going to do the trick, so she definitely did that fight well. I just don't know why I wasn't given Tigra instead, but who cares, you know, a solo's a solo. So anyway, next up is Man-Thing, and the thing with Man-Thing here is that Silk is not Nullify immune, she's not Poison immune, so I will be taking some damage from this poison. The other thing is that Silk's damage is so ridiculous in this fight that I'm barely going to be taking any damage at all because of how fast he'll die. So the game plan here is to try to bait SP2s only, just to reduce the amount of puzzles I'm going to get on myself. And I thought this heavy attack would push him to 2 bars, but it didn't, I think because of my Petrify mastery. So a little bit of a misjudgment on my part, but it's okay. We still only have 1 puzzle, and he's just getting melted. Look at that heal reversal, man. That heal reversal from when he's in the corner is just so stupid. Like, he's got 7 regions now, and watch what it looks like after this SP3. And just before that SP3, dude, his health got just annihilated by the heal reversals. Crazy. And I'm gonna slow down after the SP3 here, just so you can see how fast health part just gets destroyed. Like 1 medium and the heal reversal just wipes out the rest of his health. Yeah, that was just really fun, really cool example of Silk's utility there with her Awakened ability. My Silk is Sig 200, of course, but you don't need her Sig 200 to absolutely destroy that fight. And next up, we have this Sasquatch, and this was the fight I was definitely most scared of this war. Because Sasquatch already can sometimes have special attacks that cost half as much power when he's in Wrath. But if it's just all the time, then it gets really chaotic. And especially once he gets in Wrath, that means his special attacks are going to be completely free. To where he's going to be throwing SP2 and having the same amount of power as he did before he threw the SP2. It gets super chaotic at times. But my officers trusted me with Silk, and I trusted myself enough with Silk to accept the fight, and yeah, it is going to go pretty well. I am going to make a little bit of a mistake, but if I slow play it enough, just play safe, I don't have to go for a big damage rotation, then it's going to be just fine. I'm not going to do SP3 rotation just because of risk of Wrath triggering stun immunity at an inconvenient time, because that is definitely a risk, and if my SP3 doesn't kill, if my SP3 rotation, I should say, doesn't kill, then I am kind of screwed. And he would go to 3 bars. If I ran an invul boost, I'd have less risk of that happening, but I don't believe I put an invul boost on. So I'm just doing the rotation where I'm just spamming SP2s and just playing it slow and steady as possible. We're going to get a SP2 here. I don't know why I didn't go into the relic with that, but it's not that big a deal. He's now down to 44%, but we still have to deal with another Wrath cycle coming up, and it is going to get a little chaotic. Once again, with those free SP2s. It is really scary once you get in that corner and he's got those free SP2s. Luckily, Silk's evade is ridiculous, and we don't have to worry about it as much once we get in the corner because of the evade. But the only thing we can do is just hope that Wrath ends fast and that nothing goes terribly wrong while I'm stuck in that corner. And I'm going to be taking a lot of block damage. 7-star block penetration stat focus is crazy, dude. But, yeah, we're at 66%. I'm just baiting this SP2. He finally throws it. I saw his Unfazed mastery triggered there, which is a little crazy, but luckily it was during his special attack, so it wouldn't have really mattered anyway. And so now I'm just doing everything I can to get him to die before Wrath comes back. We're going to do a 2 Fury SP2 here. It's going to bring him all the way down to 13%, and now we're just baiting special attacks, trying to get him down before he gets to Wrath again. Heal reversal is going to help a little bit from Despair. We're not going to get him in the corner to get the additional heal reversal, but we're still going to do a lot of damage here. There's some nice Despair reversal, and now he's at 3%. I'm just like, please don't go into Wrath. I'm going to throw this last heavy attack, and it kills him. So if he went into Wrath there, it could have been really bad. So I'm just glad he didn't. And the fight's over, so it's okay. I don't think an SP3 would have killed me, but it would have been definitely rough. And now we have this Quicksilver fight. My only MCoC fight of the season. I mean, of the war. I've taken MCoC to like 6 wars this season. I don't know why I said that. But this fight, there's nothing else I can say other than I played just awfully. And you're going to see why pretty soon. The reason that Quicksilver is placed here is because with Stun Reflect you can't always parry to get rid of those whiplashes, which is definitely a big deal, because you're definitely going to be taking damage from those, and it is rough. so I'm going to be taking parries whenever I can. And yeah, I just play like an idiot and forget that the stun immunity came back, and now I'm in my corner, already losing half health, with 3 whiplashes still on me, and now I eat an SP1, and it's just getting out of control. I parry again, and there's nothing I can say other than my mind was just gone. And I don't know how I managed to just ignore the stun immunity, like it just was never in my head like that. I guess I like expected the cooldown to be longer or something, but that is just probably my most embarrassing death of the season. That's my 6th death of the season. My season has been awful. It's been an absolute disaster. And not just for me, my alliance as a whole has just had a disaster season. And I don't really know what's going on. I feel like 4 of my deaths were on me, 2 of them were on questionable assignments that I probably could have stopped, and I could have requested a different counter. It's my fault that I didn't request a different counter. But anyway, so I count like 4 deaths on me this season, and that's definitely one of them. That's just so unbelievably done, and you're just gonna see how easily he gets wiped out here on the 2nd attempt, and it's just like, that's all I had to do the first time, was just destroy him like I did on that 2nd attempt. And yeah, we got annihilated. They only died 9 times, we died 33. I don't know how many of those were, didn't count, how many of those deaths didn't count, I can't remember, but, you know, this entire season's been a disaster. We're like 3 and 5, I think, here. And you can see that we had only 145 defender diversity here. And the reason for that is because some loser decided to leave the Alliance after he played only 4 wars with us just after BG rewards and give us no information that he was going to be leaving at all. So we did not have time to get a new person in the Alliance before the war started. So thanks to that jerk over there for getting rid of 5 of our defender diversity and an entire player on attack, but not like it would have mattered. It's just like, why do you do this, man? It's so annoying. And yeah, one more thing I will go over before I end the video is that officially today my alliance has decided to disband, and everyone is going to be needing a new home. I'm not accepting alliance invites really because I already know where I'm going next season, and I'm trying to get as many of the best players from my battle group to join me in this new alliance. So I am excited to have a fresh start on a new season with a new alliance, and I do expect it to go better than this season. I feel like any season can go better than the way this season has for me and the alliance as a whole. But yeah, as far as the last 4 wars go, we have to win out to make Plat 2, and the goal for this season was Plat 1, so it's been an absolute failure, and I'm still gonna play really hard these last 4 wars. I want to keep making war videos because there are some cool fights I definitely can upload for you guys. Spoiler alert, my next war, War 9, is by far my favorite war I've taken this season, and it's gonna be a really good video. Just look out for that one that I'll probably upload tomorrow. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.